Hey, it's Sam back here. Welcome to this video. Now today I'm showing you Voicematic. This is a brand new software that's coming out and it's coming out very shortly. So what the software does is it's quite incredible. It's actually a really well thought out software and I was surprised when I saw this and worked out what it does. This is perfect if you're working in any sort of agency, and if you are helping businesses, you'll know how important follow-ups are. So if you're contacting different businesses, if you're talking with them, or if you're involved in any sort of selling to businesses, then this software will be really useful. So what this software does in a quick sentence is it's a follow-up software that automates follow-ups that you send out to businesses, and it does it using automated call messages, and it does it very, very easily. First, all you need to do is get a Twilio account. Twilio is a calling service. It's very easy to set up an account. I was able to get one up and running very quickly, and it basically gives you the ability to connect this software with Twilio. And Twilio is the service that does these calls, basically. It's a very, very cheap way of running these calls. Once you've got Twilio connected up within this software, and there's very clear instructions on how to do this, then you can record or you can create a text-to-speech message that you'll send out as part of your follow-up. Now you can send out many of these text-to-speech messages or just one. So you could follow up with your clients many times within a year, or potential clients many times within a year. Or if you were, say for example, doing something where you needed to follow up, it doesn't necessarily need to be clients or businesses. It could be with any industry. You can schedule automated messages to people that will actually call them at the times that you want them to be called, and then they will have the option whether they want to call you back or not. So here's what you do. First of all, you just click Add Speech. You add the name of the speech, so it could be follow-up 1, for example. You either type in the text or you can record with your own voice a message that goes into why you're following up with them, and you can just record an automated message being like, hey, I saw that we caught up about a month ago. You were thinking about buying a sales funnel from me. Hey, give me a call if you're ready to move forward with that. I'm excited to talk with you again. Push this button or call me on, and then you'll be able to leave that message. And when the person receives that call, they can answer it. They'll hear your voice on the other side, and then they'll be able to take an action on that. Also, you've got text here as well. This is an automated voice message. So you could type, hey, I was just thinking about you, and I wanted to ask whether you are ready to move forward with a new sales funnel. Now, obviously, with the text one, it's not as personal. The voice one is more personal. So keep that in mind. With the text, you'd probably want to say, hey, this is a follow-up call from Sam of Sam Becker Marketing, and I'm wanting to find out this from you. Once you've done that, you click Submit, you save your message, and then you go into what's called the follow-up section here. This is where you're able to schedule in either multiple calls or you'll be able to schedule in one call. So this is where this gets really interesting. You can schedule in different calls into a calendar here, and you can choose which phone number you want to schedule this call into. So to do this, all you need to do is know the phone number of the business that you want to follow up with, and then you just need to schedule that in right here, and or you'll be able to import it in, but basically you enter it in, and then from there, once you've entered that number in, it's in this section you do that. You go down, schedule call manually. So you enter in the number of the person that you want to follow up with. You then select the recording that you want to use. So I prepared a recording earlier on. This is my recording, my voice message or my text message. Then you choose the time that you want to follow up with them. So you can schedule this a year in advance, 2 months away. You could schedule it in a day. Whenever you want, you can schedule this message to follow up with your client. And then you just schedule it into the calendar. If you've got a call booked, say for example, I put in +791 and I click add, schedule call manually, it'll drop in this call. So this is a call that I'm doing. There we are. And it's slotted into that time. So this will actually call this number, which is not a number that's a real number, at this time. You would add in a real number, obviously. And if you wanted to move it, you could just drag it across. You could say, yes, I want to change the date, or I want to remove it. And you could remove that and reschedule it successfully to whatever day that you wanted to, and the calendar will reflect that. You can choose again your recording, and it will be scheduled on that date where you dropped it. So you can just drag and you can drop in your calls when you want them scheduled. You can schedule multiple messages. You can leave different messages if you want to as well. So if you wanted to, you could schedule in 6 different follow-ups or 4 different follow-ups like we have here, for example. And I could set in different recordings for each one of these, and I could have these different follow-up calls go out at those particular times that I wanted to. So also really, really cool. You can also, if you wanted to, if you're dealing with a big company or if you are a big company yourself, you can actually schedule what's called batch schedule calls. So you could say, for example, call batch 1. You could actually schedule in tons of different phone numbers. So you could have thousands of different phone numbers, and this software could run an entirely automated scheduling branch of your business if you wanted to, and it could do this whenever you want and schedule those calls, and results in more money, because obviously a percentage of these people will actually want to call you back. They'll want to engage with you. You will have reminded them, and they will want to move forward. From there, you're going to be making money every time you do this, and you didn't have to spend any hours yourself making these follow-up calls. You didn't have to pay a sales team. You just automated it with this system. It also has a call log, so it shows which incoming calls have happened, how many times the person's actually listened to the messages, and you can even have an inbox of different calls that have been made back to you as well if you want to. So, and you can also see a record of who actually wants to be called back, or you'll receive that call back yourself from that person. So super easy system to use. It'll automate follow-up calls, and if this is something that's going to be beneficial for your business, if you're serious about succeeding with helping businesses, then this is something that will save a lot of time and really be able to help you with this follow-up process. So that's what this software does. This is Voicematic. I thought this would be really interesting for you because if you're selling video services, it's a great fit. And that's what the software will do. Thanks for listening. This is Sam Becker. I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.